What's up, man? It's your boy JMIK. I'm kicking off week 2, Thursday night football. We got a great matchup. The Buffalo Bills are going down to Miami to play the Miami Dolphins. And obviously these teams are divisional foes in the AFC East. And I'm gonna touch a little bit on the game. So for me, like, one key to victory for Buffalo to me is that I feel as if that they need to have a balanced attack. And I mean, what I mean by that is that they have to show the ability to not only throw the ball with Josh Allen, but I think they have to show the ability to run the ball with James Cook and Josh Allen. And I think if they can stay balanced throughout the game, I think it gives them a great shot to win the game. For me, on the other side for the Dolphins, one key to victory to me is they have to actually play with a lead. A great stat to look at is that in the last 10 matchups, the Buffalo Bills are 9-1 against the Dolphins. And last year in the first matchup, the Bills blew them out 48-20. That was in Buffalo, and then the last matchup, the last week of the season, the Bills put it out 21-14. And so for me, like, the kind of offense that the Dolphins are running, it bodes well for them to, when we get a lead early, and just be able to kind of control the clock and control the ball. I mean, unfortunately, Raheem Mostert has already been ruled out, and A-Chain is a game time decision. So you might see a lot out of Jeff Wilson Jr. and Jalen Wright, the rookie that they drafted out of Tennessee last year. So I mean, those are keys to the game for both teams. Now I'm going to touch on players on each side of the ball for each team that I think are going to be impact players or very important to their team's success. Since Buffalo's the away team, we're going to start with them. Buffalo, I mean, for me, offensively, I mean, obviously I could say Josh Allen. I mean, that would be the easy way to go, but I'm not going to go that route. I'm going to go with Khalil Shakir. Khalil, in the last game against the Dolphins last year, I think he caught 6 passes for 105. So he was pretty important in that game for them. And I mean, obviously with Stephon Diggs' departure to the Texans, I feel as if he has the opportunity to have a really big game and to affect the game. So I kind of look forward to him. I mean, he kind of had a quiet performance last week when they played the Cardinals, but I'm expecting him to have a big game this week down in Miami. Defensively, and I'm looking at Ed Oliver. I think Ed Oliver has to get pressure up the middle when the Dolphins are passing the ball. And by doing that, it's going to get pressure into Tua's face, and then I think it's going to be able to affect Tua in the terms of the passing game. And so I mean, like, I believe Ed Oliver had either 9 or 10 sacks last year, so he was really big for that Buffalo Bills defense. And I look for him to be an impact player in this game as well. For the Miami Dolphins, I'm gonna kind of go off the board with this one. I'm gonna go with Jalen Wright. Jalen Wright is the rookie that they drafted out of Tennessee. He's a running back. In the depth chart, he's 4th on the depth chart. But I mean, currently Raheem Mostert has already been ruled out. He was ruled out early today on Wednesday. Devin A-Chain is a game time decision, which they're kind of iffy if he's going to play. So if he doesn't play, they're only going to have really 2 healthy running backs. That's going to be Jeff Wilson Jr. And Jalen Wright. And I just think the kind of speed that Jalen Wright has, he would fit right into their running attack. It's kind of what they want to do. Tennessee was a really good running back, and I think he could be a game breaker for the Dolphins if he gets enough carries in this particular game. So that's kind of an off the board selection. It's probably not a selection that a lot of people are thinking about, but with their injury situation in the backfield, you just never know. And then for the Miami defense, I'm gonna look at Javon Holland. So if you watched the game last week that they played against the Jags, Javon Holland made a very impactful play. Making Travis, I think it's Trevor Etienne for the Jaguars fumble on the goal line, and that pretty much altered the whole outcome of the game. So I mean, like, Javon has showed in not just that game, but games last year that he can really make an impact in the game. And so I feel as if he has the opportunity to make a couple game breaking plays on defense, and I think he's got the ability to do it. And whether that's around the line of scrimmage or whether that's in the passing game. So I mean, those are my impact players. And finally, and did your boy pick the score last week? I was 100% right. I picked the right team and the right score. So this week what I have is I have the Buffalo Bills winning this game 28-20 against the Miami Dolphins. And that's just the way I see it.